everybody, I'm back with another of our Heavenly Body series, again with a bit of a booty burnout. My name is Justine from Whitsundays Pilates, and I am really excited to bring you this 20-minute HiiT Pilates burn. Going to be following the same sort of setup as all of the previous Heavenly Bodies. So we've got 20 minutes of work and it's 60 seconds all the way through, 20 exercises. So if you haven't warmed up yet, please check out some of my warm-up sequences. And if you're ready to go, we're going to be starting down on the mat in a clam at 90-degree position. So what that means is you want to have your legs cutting straight across your mat, and then your calves are going to run down the other edge of the mat, and then you lay your body up this vertical line of the mat, and that ensures you are at a 90 position. Okay, so you guys just get set up like this. I'm just going to knock the timer on and we are going to crank straight into it. Let's do this. Okay, here we go. So ankles are welded together, and then we exhale to lift the knee up. Inhale, knees together. Exhale to lift. Inhale, knees together. We're just really warming up through the glute. With this one, you kind of want to be feeling like you're lifting from the lower part of your booty. This one isn't so much in the glute medius, it's further down south. Keep squeezing the heels together, making sure those hips are not rocking back. And if you do feel like your hip is coming backwards, just think about pushing your hip down towards your knee as you lift. Push, push, push. Exhale to lift. Inhale, tighten that T-zone. Exhale, lift. Inhale, T-zone. Going to be coming into Clam Kickout for our next move. Same position, keep those shoulders relaxed. Now as we exhale, we lift this leg up as one unit. Inhale, coming down, tighten that T-zone. Exhale, rib to hip. Inhale, T-zone. You want to imagine like you've got a tray of cocktails resting on this top part of your calf, and you're going to keep them from falling. So you keep that leg really flat, and that's going to make you have to lift all the way from the hip, pushing up, up, up and down. Really lift from that inside of the hip, down in here, driving into your abductor muscles. Exhale as you lift. Inhale, T-zone. Don't forget about our old mate. Awesome. So we're going to prop ourselves up onto our forearm now. We're just going to start to drive the knee up towards the chest and back. So keep the leg bent, driving the knee up and back. Stay lifted in the waist. This is all in the glutes. Keep your head back in line with the rest of your spine. Exhale as you drive. Inhale, coming back. Exhale to drive. Inhale back. Try not to round through the lower back as that knee drives up. So keep the nice strong neutral position and just use the glutes to drive it up. Keep pushing. Watch what's going on with your lower back. Squeezing underneath the armpit to stay lifted. Shoulders down and back. Awesome. Coming straight into a hip drive. So we drive the hips up and then we open this top leg up for clam, but keep the hips stacked. Don't open up. Coming down, straight back up. Lift. Down and lift. So you still want to be keeping your knee and your foot in a nice line with each other. So just coming down, driving back up. Keep pushing through. This is our real burnout movement. Push, push, push. Squeeze underneath the armpits. Drive with those glutes. Lift it up. Going to be changing sides after this one, so really give it everything. Push it up. Nice form. Almost there. Keep squeezing. Beautiful. Let's get set up for that climb at 90 degrees on the other side. So legs cutting straight across and down. Body comes up the other vertical line of the mat. Squeezing the heels together. Inhale, T-zone. Exhale. Peel that top knee up. Inhale, knees together. Exhale, squeeze and peel. So we'll do a quick body scan while we're here. We've just got the chin tucked, shoulders down and back. Nice neutral spine. So just notice if you've got a tendency to want to tuck your bum under in this position. And then just kind of relax your sit bones back out again. Inhale, T-zone. Exhale, squeeze and peel. Really just starting to wake up these lower glute muscles, the lowest part of your glute max in here, plus your adductors. Straight into our clam kick out. So lifting the leg as one unit now. And you want to think about keeping your knee in line with your foot. So don't let that knee creep up higher than the foot, or the foot higher than the knee. You shouldn't be able to see your foot at any stage. That's going to be an easy indication that you've lifted your foot up higher than your knee. Awesome, keep driving up. Keeping that super vertical line between the knees. Making sure you've still got your hips stacked. Really driving up. Lift, lift, lift. Pushing up. You've got this. Almost there. Keep lifting. Beautiful. Prop yourself up on your forearm. Legs are a bit softly bent now. Pick up this top leg, keep it bent. And then we're driving the knee up towards the chest. Lower back stays in a neutral position. We use the glute to drive. Don't round through your lower back as the knee drives up. And don't arch through the lower back as the knee is coming backwards. So really hold straight. And the way you do that, abs. Use the T-zone and your rib to hip to really control. And back. Drive it up. And back. Squeezing underneath the armpit, shoulders are down and back. Keep pushing through. Feeling that booty burn. Awesome, straight into our hip drives with that clam opening. So you want to lift the hips and drive that top leg up, and then we dip down. Drive it up and down. Again, kind of keeping your knee and your foot in line. That forces us to really open up through the hips and use those big booty muscles to their best ability. Keep the shoulder blades squeezing down and back. Head in line with the rest of your spine. Resist that temptation to hang your head down over your chest and look at your legs. Keep it back. Going to work on our posture with every move. Squeeze underneath the armpits, stay lifted, keep pushing up. Almost there. Beautiful. Keep pushing up. Awesome. Rolling onto our front now. Head just resting on the forearms, abs are lifted, shoulders down and back. We're going to pick up our right leg and then we point the toe as we kick towards the bum. Flex the foot, kick, and then point again. Release. Keep that ab lifted. Point, flex, point, release. Point, flex, point, release. Keep those shoulder blades down and back. Abs are lifted. Point, flex, point, release. Point, flex, point, release. It's hard to coordinate. Keep going. So we point, flex, point, release. Point, flex, point, release. We're just going to switch straight over to the other side. So make sure shoulders are still down and back, abs are lifted, and lifting up that left leg, we point, flex, point, release. You want to feel like you're lifting your thigh up off of the ground. Same time the abs are lifted, point, flex, point, release. Point, flex, point, release. Shoulders down and back, abs lifting. Point, flex, point, release. Point, flex, point, release. Hold that nice strong position. See if you can lift your thigh up off the ground any further. Point, flex, point, release. Point, flex, point, release. Awesome. Now we're going to lift up both legs. Lift from the thigh, right underneath that hip crease. Abs are lifted, shoulders down and back, coming into Grasshopper. So we bring both legs in, cross over the ankles, and release. Cross, and release. So you're crossing over the opposite way each time you come in. Keep lifting from the thighs. Squeeze the glutes. Keep those legs up as high as you can. Shoulders down and back. Abs are lifted. Imagine you've got that ice cube underneath your belly. And we're just coming in for that little squeeze and back out. Really pull your abs in to support your lower back. Lift from the thighs. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. Going to be up into all fours after this one. Here we go. Push yourself up. And we're going to come straight into Horsekick 2. So that's our pulses. So bringing the right leg out behind us and then square your back off. Pull this right hip down slightly. Chest lifted, abs are lifted, and we are pulsing. Pulsing up and down. Take the opportunity here just to notice how much weight you're actually putting down through your wrists. And if you can shift your weight back, the more we can get it out of our wrists, the more that stabilizing glute is working hard. So if you're finding your pulses easy, try that. Try getting as light as you possibly can on these hands while maintaining really good positioning through your back. Head is lifted in line with the rest of the spine. Shoulders down and back. Awesome. So now we're just going to pop the leg out at 45 degrees and come into some kickback. So lifting the heel up at a 45-degree angle. You can kind of adjust your hands so that the stabilizing knee is right in the center of them. Keep the abs lifted, chest lifted. Really drive that glute up. 45-degree angle. You got this. Pushing up. Beautiful. Keep driving. Really getting deep into that glute muscle. Drive her up and down. Push it up and down. Come on, what do you got? And we're coming straight into shoulder taps. So lift the leg up and then start driving the knee up towards the shoulder. Keep it bent as it swoops back. Drive back up. So keep that chest lifted, abs lifted. Shift the weight out of your wrists. Really feel like you're pulling up out of your hands. Driving the leg backwards and forwards. Abs pulled in. Hold them in. Really nice work. Push, push, push. Only 20 seconds to go. You've got this. Working that booty really hard. Should be able to feel this all in that stabilizing glute. For me, that's my left side. I can feel it really working hard to keep my body still. Awesome. Straight onto the other side. So into horse kick 2 to start with. Shift the weight out of those wrists. Shift it back. Straighten off the back. Squaring your hips off. And we just start to pulse up and down. You want to make sure that you're not arching through your lower back. You don't need your leg to be all the way up here. You can just have it wherever you feel like you can keep your abs pulled in. This is just all about the stabilizing glute having to work hard. Shifting your weight into that supporting leg. We got this. Keep driving up and down. Push, push, push. If you really can't keep the weight out your wrist, you can always be down in your forearm here. Leg out at 45 degrees, drive up. So although that takes the pressure out of your wrists, it does not make the move any easier. Keeping the abs lifted, eyes looking down at your fist. So choose your position, either down on your forearms, or you can stay up in that all fours position, whichever you prefer. As long as you're keeping those abs in, drive that heel up at 45 degrees and focus on keeping the rest of your body really still. Everything from hip to head. Stay still. Lift up out of your hands. Drive with that glute. What do you got? Keep pushing. We're here for a real booty burn. Give it everything. Into those shoulder taps. So that leg bending at the back, and then start to drive the knee up to the shoulder and swoop back. This is the real test here. Drive that knee up and back. Try to keep everything from your hip to your head really still. The movement is just happening in the lower body, and you're going to feel that stabilizing glute having to work super hard to hold you steady. But that's great. That's what we want. Working really hard, pushing it up and back. Push it up and back. Keep driving. Almost there now. Really lift, lift, lift. What can you give me for the last few seconds? Keep pushing. All the way from that glute. Drive it up. And we're coming down onto our front. Starting off with freestyle legs. So head just resting down on the forearm, on the hands. Abs are lifted. Lift those thighs up off the ground. Really extending out through the toes. And we're just paddling up and down. Shoulders drawing down and back. Abs are lifted. Keep driving, thinking about staying as straight as you can through the leg. Try not to bend at the knee. Lift from the glutes. Up and down. You've got this. Last couple of exercises now. Push through. Nice work. Last few seconds. Speed it up a little. What do you got? Push, push, push. Awesome. Coming into our breaststroke legs. So now turn the feet outwards. So you're finding a bit of that external rotation from the hip. And then we're beating the heels together. So try and push out through your heels. Lift your thighs up off the ground. Squeezing the glutes. Ice cube underneath the belly. Just beating those heels together. Beat, beat, beat. Keep the shoulders down and back. Abs are super lifted. Squeeze the glutes to get your legs up away from the floor. We are so close to being done now. Keep driving through. You've got this. Super well-rounded functional booty coming right up. Less than 10 seconds. Drive through. Keep those abs lifting. Awesome. Bringing the legs up. Flex the feet. And we're just going to do a double foot donkey kick. So lift the abs. Then you're just doing a little pulse with those heels. Squeeze the glutes. Lift those heels up. You can even just do one leg at a time. Driving up and down. Or you can do both. Pulsing up. Lifting those heels up towards the ceiling. Push, push, push. Super tough move. Squeeze the glutes. Keep the abs lifted. Push up. Push up. All in those hammies. Try not to collapse into your abs. Last few seconds here. Driving up. Woo! Amazing. We are all finished. I hope that you enjoyed that workout. I hope that really got deep into the booty. Please check out some of my cool down videos. It's really important to get a nice good stretch in there. Even doing a bit of the hip mobility work, just ease everything out after you've just worked it really hard. If you like that video, please hit the like button. If you'd like to see more of my content, please subscribe to my channel, and I will see you back here for the next installment of Heavenly Bodies. All right, have a great day, guys. Take it easy.